Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I gotta tell you guys, the brainwashing is strong with this tweet that we gotta talk about here before we get into the main story of this video, right? Which, I mean, this tweet is the cause of the main story of this video that we're gonna talk about. But Ilhan Omar got roasted for putting out this tweet claiming that the Earth broke heat record last set in the year 117,977 BC. Okay, it doesn't even sound right, right? It just sounds so ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous. But here's the tweet for you guys to see, right? She says, the Earth just broke the record for the hottest day in 120,000 years. In fact, we broke it on 3 separate days. National climate emergency now. Yeah, so again, socialism always starts with some type of emergency, okay? There's an emergency. We got to do something about it. The government needs to basically make everybody's lives worse in order to fix the problem, right? They need to steal and rob from you, okay? But it's tweets like this that radicalize people, right? Which brings me to the main story that I want to talk about. And I got to admit, one of my guilty pleasures for all the time that I spend surfing the internet looking for news is watching climate change activists get exactly what is coming to them when they block roads in protests over the climate, okay? I mean, I've seen these people do this stuff so much, and it really does warm my heart to see them get removed by law-abiding citizens who are doing the job that police are supposed to be doing, okay? And this time, we have a new video that has gone viral of what has been dubbed a brutal blonde dragging a climate activist by the hair to stop her from blocking traffic. Now, I'm actually not calling this person a brutal blonde. I'm actually calling this a strong blonde woman, right? The way we call, black women strong, black women, this is a strong blonde woman, okay? Strong blonde woman, okay, drags woke climate change activists out of the street because they're blocking traffic, okay? That's what's going on here. And again, it really does warm my heart to see law-abiding citizens standing up for themselves because these people are out of control, okay? Last time I did a video about this, we had climate change activists gluing their hands to asphalt. More specifically, they were gluing their hands to runways at airports in order to disrupt traffic. Now, it seems to me that some of these climate change activists had to, maybe potentially get their hands amputated because they went a little bit too far, right? So we have a whole lot of Darwinism going on here, right, with these climate change activists. And, again, here we are with another story about law-abiding citizens standing up and saying enough is enough. We're not taking this anymore, okay? Stop being agents of chaos in our lives for an issue that you can't do a damn thing about. So without further ado, let's get into it. A woman in Germany was dubbed a, quote, brutal blonde by European media after she dragged a climate change activist from blocking traffic as the public's patience wears thin with the frequent protests on roadways. The video showed a woman screaming at a climate change protester to, quote, get up from blocking a road in Bottrop, Germany, according to a video posted by an activist group. Then the woman grabbed the activist by the hair and dragged her to the side of the road. When the girl returned to block the road, the German woman dragged her by the hair a second time. So she tried twice, right? She tried twice. She really effed around and found out, okay? She was dragged out of the road by the hair once, and then she went back to block the road and got dragged out of the road again. The activist was slightly injured in the altercation, police in Recklinghausen said. Police said they were looking into videos and photos of the incident to determine if criminal proceedings were necessary against those who dragged the protesters off the road. Well, no, right? No, there's no need to look into it. There's no criminal behavior here. These are law-abiding citizens taking care of criminals because police refuse to do so, right? Police refuse to remove these people out of the street, get them out of the street, throw them in jail for doing this, let them actually face some consequences for being agents of chaos to society. if they actually face consequences, they would stop doing it, right? Like, for example, when these people glue their hands to the road, don't bring the fire department out there to unglue them, right? That's costing taxpayer dollars. Let them stay, right? Let them stay out there and deal with the consequences of doing it, right? You glued your hand to the asphalt. You really about that life? You want to save the planet? You gonna glue your hand to the road and stop traffic? All right, you need to deal with it, right? Stay out there, right? You ain't getting no help. We're not gonna come out and save you. And whatever happens, happens, right? Have your woke friends come out and save you. But again, that's not what we're doing, right? We're not treating these people the way they should be treated, okay? Give them exactly what they want, okay? They want to be agents of chaos. All right, cool. You could be an agent of chaos. Stay in the street, right? Stay in the street. We're saving these people from themselves, okay? We really are. They also said the climate activists were taken into custody. Thank God. I mean, they're going to be released, okay? It's basically catch and release at this point, okay? Climate activists from the Let's See generation, the last generation, who posted a video of the brutal blonde have been staging protests that have tested the public's patience in Germany. I think it's testing the world's patience. Everybody in the West are sick of these people, okay? So this is video of this person being dragged. There's actually video here. We're going to play the video, but I want to read about it to give you guys a better understanding here. Numerous videos recently published on the activist group's Twitter account have shown angry drivers getting out of their vehicles to yell, berate, and forcibly remove Let's It generation activists. Some drivers have blown past the activists, knocking them over in the process. Again, they're lucky they're not getting hit, right? They're lucky one of these people haven't been ran over yet. But again, a lot of these people, they don't believe that fire burns, right? That if you touch fire, that it will burn, okay? And this is why, partially why I make these videos, is because I don't want to see people get hurt, okay? A lot of these people are not bad people. They're just misguided, right? They're brainwashed. They've been brainwashed by the liberal media. They've been brainwashed by politicians who realize that it's very easy to fool a younger generation of activists into believing that they're fighting to save the world, because that's what these people believe, okay? They're putting themselves in danger. They're putting their lives in danger because they believe that they're saving lives by trying to fight climate change. Again, the reality is that they can't do a damn thing about climate change, especially protesting in the West, okay? If they want to actually do something about it, they need to start in China at Xi Jinping's palace, right? That's what they need to be gluing themselves to, right? Go glue yourself to Xi Jinping's palace if you actually want to try to stop climate change. Again, that's not going to do a damn thing either, but at the very least, they will be in the right place. They will be in the palace, or at the palace of the world's largest polluter, right? Start there, okay? Convince Xi Jinping to lower his emissions, and then who knows? Maybe other people will get on board with it. But until China gets on board with it, it's a non-starter. It really is. You're not saving anything. You're not doing anything. Doesn't matter what the West does. As long as China continues to pollute like they are, there's nothing that's going to be done about this issue whatsoever, okay? And again, that's the problem with these people, right? I don't think that these people actually really understand the science behind a science that they've turned into a religion, right? It's really fascinating stuff. The activist methods also included gluing their hands to the road so they can't be removed without the fire department chipping out the cement underneath their hands. Yeah, so they're gluing themselves to the road to avoid people pulling them out of the road, because they realize that, okay, people are done with this, so their tactics are evolving, right? They're saying, look, we're going to glue ourselves to the pavement so you can't pull us out without the fire department coming. And to that, I say, all right, hey, if that's what they want to do, I can't promise you that, you know, there's not going to be a law-abiding citizen that is not crazy enough to call their bluff, right? If you really want to be stuck to the pavement and asphalt like that and block traffic, not allow people to get to where they're going, okay? Because, again, there are some places, like, for example, in Florida, if you block traffic, okay, doing some type of political protest or something like that, legally, you're allowed to just run over people. And that's just what it is, right? There's no recourse, okay? Because you're in the road blocking traffic. Again, these people are lucky they don't live in Florida. But hey, let's watch the video. hair, bro.
Wir sind nicht ganz dicht, guck dir die Scheiße doch mal an! Blöde Fotze, Alter!
Wow. And she went right back in the road, in the street, in the road. And see, again, what is this guy doing? Again, he about to get ran over, bro. You about to get ran over. You gonna lose your life for what? For something that you can't change. You're just annoying at this point. People are less likely to agree with you when you're jumping to these types of extreme tactics in order to get your point across. Right now, at this point, people probably rooting against you. They're rooting against you. She come back. Boom. I got her hair. I got her. Yo, this might be one of my favorite activities, bro. This might legitimately be one of my favorite activities. Watching climate change protesters get dragged out of the street. Again, police should be locking these people up and throwing away the key. I'm keeping it 100 with you. If they're repeat offenders, if you're a repeat offender, again, why should police continue to let you out of jail so you can keep doing this? Right? These people clearly don't have jobs, right? They clearly don't have a life outside of this. I'm trying to figure out when these people are going to actually do some real time in jail, right? When they're actually going to get locked up for a long period of time. One activist screamed in pain as a responder tried to free his hand, according to a video that circulated on Twitter. Activists from the group blocked plane traffic at 2 airports on Thursday by gluing themselves to the runways in protest against mass transit pollution, causing hours of delays and dozens of cancellations. Yeah, I would be pissed. I would lose my mind. Again, this is how you make people hate you, right? This is how you make people hate you. When you do stuff like that, people are going to hate you, right? And yeah, I'm rooting against these people, right? Hamburg overall delayed, canceled, or diverted 46 flights. German outlet DW reported the protests occurred as the first day of summer school vacation began in the city. Quote, the last generation isn't protecting the climate. They're engaged in criminal activity. Transport Minister Volker Wensing said. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, right? They're not doing anything. They're not saving the planet. They're criminals. They're criminals. This follows a similar protest in April, during which the group glued themselves to the streets of Berlin to block traffic to the Alps, again looking to disrupt any holiday plans residents and travelers had. Quote, instead of presenting a concrete plan to prevent this and to reach the emissions reduction target called for by law, the transport ministry is relying on technological flexibility, the group wrote in a statement following the airport protest. Yeah, so again, the people are fed up with this, and quite honestly, I'm getting to the point now where this stuff is so extreme that we should start blaming the liberal politicians who have, again, brainwashed people into believing that the world is going to end because of climate change. Because these people are doing this because they've been brainwashed, right? And just like the, gender activists here or the racial activists here in the United States, the media and the Democrat Party has brainwashed them into believing that their lives are in danger, okay? Or that they're facing some type of existential threat. And that's just not true, right? It's not true. But again, when you believe that, it drives you to do violent things. It drives you to do things that, otherwise you wouldn't do, right? Including putting your own life in danger. So, to a certain extent, I kind of feel bad for these young people because, again, I believe they've been brainwashed. But at the same time, hey, right, low key, at the end of the day, if people are stupid enough to, jump out in front of traffic in order to save the planet, hey, I only can feel so bad for them when, something bad happens, right? I only can say so much because at the end of the day, I try to warn them. I try to say, hey, you shouldn't do this. It's not a good idea. Hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.